This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Introduction. Through the analysis of Gupta and Gangotpatyay, it was noted that food waste was one of the leading preventable contributors to the sheer amount of trash that winds up in many of today's landfills. It is defined as preventable since through its very nature as a biodegradable substance, it could be put towards other uses aside from merely being a byproduct of human consumption. Do note, though, that studies such as those by Kelleher explain that the nitrogen released by food waste is a wasted resource that could be put to better aside from merely letting it escape into the atmosphere or letting it languish in a garbage dump. Kelleher explains that nitrogen is an important component in soil health as well as can be utilized as a method of energy production. Mirabella and Sala describe modern-day landfills as a wasted asset since the amount of food waste that goes into them could be utilized to power homes or develop nutrient-rich soil that could aid in creating vegetable gardens for families or in providing cheap fertilizer for farmers. It is based on this that this paper will delve issue of nitrogen being released from food waste and how it can be put to better use. Environmental benefits. The recycling of food waste has environmental benefits related to the decrease in the amount of garbage in local landfills, the protection of underground aquifers, as well as ensuring the continued health of the soil. The inherent problem with food waste is that it contributes significantly to the amount of pollution found in many of today's landfills. Combined with the fact that the tainted liquids from food waste have a very real possibility of getting into local aquifers through the soil, it can be seen that it is necessary to establish some method of addressing such an issue. This can be done through home-based methods of recycling and proper consumption of biological food products. Emerson explains that more than 60% of modern-day processed food goes to waste since it is not properly consumed by grocery shoppers. These products often end up in landfill after they have passed their expiration date. It is based on this that to reduce the amount of food waste in today's landfills, today's shoppers should only buy the products that they can consume within the immediate future rather than allow such items to expire within their cupboards. Soil benefits. Since food waste is easily biodegradable, it acts as an effective means of producing a cheap and sustainable fertilizer for households and farms. First and foremost, what must be understood is that the process of decomposition helps to break down food waste into its basic properties, which enables it to be easily absorbed into the soil. Decomposition not only results in the release of nitrogen, which is a necessary component for creating healthy plants, but also helps to create a mush-like substance that is rich in minerals, vitamins, and healthy bacteria that aids in creating a fertile soil mixture. Taking these factors into consideration, some of the potential practices that could be implemented to put food waste to good use would be to create compost piles. A compost pile can be described as a collection of different items that are in the process of decomposition. Through such a process, natural fertilizer has been created that aids in the growth of a variety of plant species. As such, to decrease the reliance of households and farms alike on artificial fertilizers, it is recommended that a shift toward the use of compost piles is to be implemented. Not only would this help to reduce the amount of food waste in garbage dumps, but it would also help farmers to save money on the amount of fertilizer and water that they use on their crops. Health benefits. Some of the benefits that come with recycling food waste come in the form of preventing bad odors from landfills, enabling the creation of natural recycling, and promoting the proliferation of beneficial soil-based organisms. One of the problems with allowing the current wasteful practices involving food waste to continue is that it promotes the spread of foul-smelling odors from landfills. Not only that, farmers often utilize a variety of chemicals in the nutrient mixes that they give to their crops that kill beneficial soil-based organisms. It is based on this that by reducing the amount of food waste that enters into our local ecosystem, we can help to reduce the increase in the size of today's landfills as well as create a better environment that is more beneficial for soil-based organisms, such as worms, that promote good soil health. Conclusion. Overall, this paper has shown that food waste is one of the leading preventable contributors to the sheer amount of trash that winds up in many of today's landfills. As such, since it is preventable, we should act in limiting its proliferation through recycling and more natural methods of crop fertilization. If you want to find more works like this essay on food waste recycling benefits, head over to ivypanda.com. It has a collection of free samples with thousands of submissions covering virtually all academic subjects. No registration required to access it.